My name is Rami Hosni and I'm in my early 20s. I live in the United Arab Emirates. This is a story about me and how I feel about my religion. I want to share with you what it means to be a young Muslim living in the 21st century, facing a problematic stereotype worldwide, especially in the West. A few years ago, right after September 11th, 2001, my older brother who was studying in Arizona, which is located in the southwest part of the United States, encountered a great deal of prejudice. During that time, on an ordinary day, while my brother and his friends were on their way to have lunch, and before reaching the car, they were shot at several times by a couple of citizens, but luckily none of the bullets hit them. So why did this happen to my brother? Is it because he is an Arab or because he is a Muslim? So are all Arab Muslims terrorists?
في كل ديانة هناك كما لا يخفاك مقصرون ومقتصدون أي وسطيون وملتزمون ومتطرفون، والمقصود في التطرف هو أخذ طرف أقصى أو قاصي في العبادة والدين، واتخاذ آراء من العقول تنبع ولا تنبع من الشريعة، والتصرف على مقتضاها أو بمقتضاها باسم الإسلام.
After what happened on that day to my brother, my family and I were counting the days till my brother graduated. But as a Muslim, I am against what happened in New York, and in general, I am against the killing of innocent civilians.
وإلا ما ذنب شرطي يقتل في مركز شرطة في بريطانيا؟ إيش دخل هذا فيما يحدث بالعالم؟ وأين النص الشرعي في القرآن أو السنة الذي يأمر بقتل هؤلاء أو إيذائهم حتى أو سبهم أو شتمهم؟ فأما الذين في بلاد العرب في بلاد المسلمين فهم قد أخذوا العهد والميثاق بمجرد حصولهم على فيزة الدخول، والذين في بلادهم لم يقاتلون، فأيضا هم في السلم، فالواجب إذن أن لا يقاتلوا ولا يقتلوا.
But media shows only part of my reality and they ignore the other part, and as time goes by, the shown part becomes the only visible part, and as a result, the only true one.
How is the world being run today? Media is the most influential aspect of everyone's life today. People say, what do you mean? Because media today is affecting everyone in so many different ways, in ways that people don't even know.
And with this incredible tool, media is treating me as a Muslim and the Middle Eastern as a terrorist. And that is shown in different kinds of media. And those images affect me and my family in a negative and a harmful way. For example, I don't go to Mecca and then come back and bomb myself. So is it only newspapers, websites, and movies that carry on the stereotype? Or it got expanded to reach the weakest link in my family?
Your children. It says, okay, let's start with the children, the babies. Okay? Let's start with little nursery rhymes and different types of images and connect all these things. And slowly, let's change and influence their minds when they're just small babies. And what happens is when people start to talk about this from this perspective, they say, oh, you know, you're an extremist. You know, you're a conspiracy theorist. Come on, it's just a child. Can the child have fun? Give the child a break. You had fun when you were a child.
Well, I had fun when I was a child watching the cartoon Aladdin, but it made me think that I, as an Arab, have to have a sword, and my favorite ride would be a camel, and I have to be a rich guy with lots of gold and followers.
He's got a sword! Hey, you idiots! We've all got swords!
Out there on the dunes.
He's got 75 golden candles.
Don't they look lovely, June?
However, now after reaching my 20s, I realized that all those images were nothing but stereotype images. I realized how strongly media affected all people, surprisingly even Arabs. Lately, I started growing my beard, and I was astonished by the amount of comments I received from people around me, even my closest friends. Comments such as, oh, so now you belong to Al-Qaeda? Or, oh, you are becoming a terrorist, as if I'm doing something abnormal. But wait, aren't we the ones who decide what is normal and what is not?
When did you hear anybody attack a Jew for wearing a beard? Would you hear anybody attack a Sikh for wearing a beard? You don't hear it.
So how do you hate a religion without even knowing about it? And based on what do you judge Muslims? And are you able to distinguish between actions that come from Islam and those that come from individuals?
منحني فرصة أشرح لك من هؤلاء المتطرفون ثم أحكم. امنحني فرصة أقيس لك أفعالهم على الدين ثم أحكم. ستكتشف بعد الشرح والتفصيل أن هؤلاء يفعلون أفعال لم يأمر بها ديني.
There's no perfect society. We're human beings. There are mistakes among the Muslims. There are mistakes in the Muslim country. Name a place there isn't.
To sum up, my religion is being attacked by different kinds of people, from the West and even from Muslims themselves. It hurts me the most when I hear or watch something that talks about me, but it is what media wants me to be like, and not who I truly am. I believe it is not appropriate for me to judge any group of people without hearing about them from themselves.